Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Love you guys. Thanks for coming on over to see what's happening in my craft room today, where my creativity is going to go, what are intrinsic values I find. So I am going to work in my quotes book today, but before I do that, I want to show you a couple journals that I had made. I made some Franken pages a while back because I saw some in an old journal of mine and I thought those are so fun. I want to do some more of that. So I did. And I made these fun pages and I put these two books together, and I made this one like late at night. And I'm remiss to notice that I did a fairly not great job of lining up the signatures. But it's still very usable. It's like I haven't put a book together in a long time. Look at the difference right there. Oops. No, well. So it's still very usable. I have fun pages in here from just old papers that I've had laying around. And right here's a pocket. And music dyed and a Victoria design kit from a really long time ago. And this was a stencil that I made. And Louise Hensel also had a printable that I grabbed at one point. There's little pockets in this tea-dyed paper and little bits and pockets here and there. There's the other side of that Louise Hensel. So it's just a simple book in the stencil. And it's just made, the base is made from a manila folder. And I made a masterboard that I just put all kinds of old images on and then sewed around that as well. And these aren't even. They're not even. But anyway, I just wanted to do one. And so I did that. Sewed around the edges. And it's just kind of flimsy and floppy, but once I fill it up, I know it's gonna be nice and sturdy. So there's that one. And then this one, same kind of thing, only I didn't sew the masterboard that I made on this. And instead of sewing in the signatures, I just used the elastic band that I have to put in 3 signatures. And I love all these painty papers and the mark making and stuff. And then this one was me and Jubilee. So that's fun. And then some calendar page on the inside, just some scraps and other painted things that I've had. And then tucks in there, and a few stamping here, some beat dyed, more painted papers, and this is a little peekaboo type of thing. An under paper painting experiment, beat dyed, just some watercolor dripped paper, some stamping as well, more painted papers. This is shaving cream, doodling, just some old stuff, some stamping on it too. Just things that I had in my stash that I didn't have a place for, and now they have a home. So I'm happy with that. And I don't know if you've seen on Instagram, Paint by Les, all one word. And she makes these beautiful, that's a pocket there, these beautiful journals that have fabric and all kinds of just grungies, whatever in it, and they're beautiful. So I was kind of thinking on what she does and grabbed a few of those ideas and threw them in here, like having something offset that's not a square right angle. So, and then just calendar page on the end. So beautiful little book. I love this one. This one's a Mod Podge at the front of it too. So that kind of gives it extra layer of durability, and it has cardboard. I put this one on a piece of cardboard that I scored, and yeah, it's pretty sturdy. I like this one a lot. I love how it feels. I love how it looks. I like the elastic thing, and if I ever get to the end of it, whatever I'm going to work on in here, I might sew it in. Okay, so I just made those two. I wanted to show those to you. Remember Franken pages. They are a lot of fun. Good way to use up scraps. So for today's video, I'm going to actually create in my quotes book. I like to grab this every now and then. I gather up quotes, and one of the things that I have put together is on my Instagram account. I share a lot of quotes, and I've got inspired words, art and some baking and then some Bible plan stuff, but inspired words to come through. And they're just all these artists, and I just started this list, but there's so many fun things on here already. Marpy Hayes, once you've watched God move a mountain, a part of you will be strengthened to believe that God will do it again. So thank you, Marpy. Just be yourself. Willa Wanders in Fodder School. She's always good for a few quotes. And this is another Willa Wanders, and she's got all kinds of fun things on this one. So just lots of little things. Ron Diane, and there's all these cool quotes that she's put on there. And I don't know if you thought about making a little playlist like this for yourself. Again, Ron Diane is again. So if you can do this, it's really a great resource. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. And I am so thankful for the people that put wonderful quotes on here. Yesterday is heavy. Put it down. Amen to that. So lots of different things on here. And so some of these I have already put in my book and some I haven't. But I just enjoy having those quotes available to me. There's so many resources out there. And this is the place where I put them. And it's such a wonderful thing to have a place for all of this positive energy. Right now, my word for the month in my Bible journaling, Bible scripture writing is meditation. And one thing I have to do with my my brain retraining practices is make sure that I am doing it in a positive way and making sure that my thoughts are activating dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, so all the dose chemicals. And this book is so going to help me do that. They're positive quotes, they're happy things that I can keep in my brain. And today's quotes, this one right here, this one is old ways won't open new doors. And I found that on the Instagram, and now I can't find who I had it on. I didn't save it, but I wrote it down really quick. And then over here, I'm gonna put the world is full of magic things waiting for our senses to grow sharper. And I think that was Inky Mia, but I looked on there and I couldn't find it again. So I could be wrong, but it's a W.B. Yeats quote. So those are the two quotes, one here and one here. And I'm gonna just start creating with this. I'm gonna glue down this blue tissue and add this beautiful door that I found from a Southern Living magazine from my friend Janice. Thank you, Janice, who lives in Florida now. And then I'm gonna stamp the old ways won't open new doors. I'm gonna put that there, encouraging me to think of new ways. And this dynamic neural retraining system is definitely a new way to think. And it's opening doors for me. It really is. And I chose this cool little washi tape selection that I bought, and I'm just gonna washi tape lines across here because I don't use enough washi tape. I don't know about you, but it just sits there in my drawer. And one day Jubilee got in there and she took out all the washi tapes, and we were playing with them on the floor as they rolled, and we stacked, and I'm like, these are so pretty, I just want to use them. My whole drawer was out. So we got into a little bit of a mess, but that's what we do. We are fine with messes. So I'm going to glue this tissue down just willy-nilly, not too much. And I kind of wanted to not cover up my pretty paper here. That's a coloring sheet in my journal that's from Helen H. at Moss Cottage. It's got a little hole in it, but I don't care. So let that set down there. I'm gonna let the edges be a little crinkled. I am. I like a little bit of bumpiness too. And I'm gonna take a distress ink and just go over it flat, just to define some of those lines on the edges. It's not that you're gonna be able to see. Yeah, that gives a little more dimension to the tissue paper without still covering up the pretty design on the back, and still a little bit of black right on the bottom. So I'm going to put it towards the top so I can stamp my words down here. Well, I need something to glue on to. This will do. So I hope everybody's finding some intrinsic value today, doing something creative, whatever that looks like for you. And I am just so thankful for so many quotes to be able to put in here. And I have, there is a never-ending pile that I have. I've got books with quotes in it. Some of those art books that I have, and I've added some of those quotes in here. So that's kind of fun. So I'm going to use black ink. Just keep that handy, and I'm just going to do this really quick, and then if I can get all my pieces out. Just gonna wing it. If it doesn't turn out, I can cover it up. Isn't that how we roll? So, okay, it's gonna be a little hard to see, but I'm gonna keep going. What if I do some white behind it? Let me get a little bit of the parchment white. Anti-parchment. Let me do that. I was afraid that would be the case. Add a little bit on this paper, and then I can smudge it with my finger. Okay, and I see a little puppy on this picture. Little King Charles Spaniel, I think. My sister had one of those. He was a cute dog. Okay, I'll let that dry for a second here. And then I'm gonna, let's see, just this corner didn't get very well glued. Let's get that a little better. All right. So I hope you all have gotten a chance to play with the free printables that I had given out for the month of July. I had a whole bunch of fun making them, and I am let's go through there. And I am happy to see that I've had plenty of people taking advantage of it, so that's great. I'm really happy that I can do that for you. And the trick here will be making sure it's straight, because that's always a challenge with the tape of washi. I already see that it's crooked, so this will be an interesting little layout here, because I've already made it crooked, but that's part of the process. Okay, I gotta move this one out so I can get something else out. And I like the colors on these washis. Let's get a straight edge on here. that's the extent of what I wanted to do on these 2 pages to begin with. I kind of love the washi tape fun. Now I bought these things and I just let them sit. Let's use them up. And I think that addition, I didn't quite get enough, but it can still be seen of the white underneath of it. That's all right. It's still plenty fine for me, and I'm going to use a little black pen here to add, oops, not that one, pencil. Here, let's get one of this, get this black one out here. Or gray, do I have a gray? It looks like it would be better with a gray. It's a little tiny apostrophe. So there we go, you guys. Nice little easy chill session with a couple quotes in my quotes book that I think are sweet and full of positive energy, positive thinking, and good things to put in my brain. So yeah, definitely with my brain training, that's a new door I wouldn't have thought to open until I came across it, until my body decided it needed something different than what I was doing. So yeah, happy for these 2 quotes, and I've got a ton more, but I'm just gonna keep it to these 2 today in my beautiful little quotes book. So, all right, friends, I love you. Thanks for coming on over to my channel today to see what's happening. And I hope you are finding your intrinsic values in some ways you are creating today. God bless you as always, and take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.